Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, dear students? I hope you all are fine. Dear students, today we will start and complete our yesterday's topic, that is important long question about galvanometer. Okay. So today we will learn about its applications, how galvanometer is used. Yesterday we have learned about galvanometer, we have defined galvanometer, and we have calculated the value of torque with the help of NIBA cos alpha, where N represents the number of turns, I is current, B magnetic field, A area of the coil, and cos alpha is the angle between magnetic field and the conductor. Right? This is the diagram we have discussed in detail. Diagram of moving coil galvanometer. This is a U-shaped magnet. Magnet poles are concave poles, north pole and south pole. U-shaped magnet has concave shaped poles, north pole and south pole, while there is a coil in rectangular form, okay, that is insulated on a soft cylinder, while this is hanged by a wire, spiral wire, this one, and there are two connections, O dash and O, to provide current, while there is a mirror that is attached on this wire. So with the help of this mirror we can check angle of deflection. Okay, as current passes through this rectangular coil in the presence of magnetic field, it will experiences a force and it will take turn, as there is a couple of force on one side and on other side. On one side, suppose if the direction of force is upward, then on other side it must be downward. So two forces equal in magnitude, opposite in direction, makes a couple. So under the action of that couple, the coil rotates and its angle of rotation is checked by this mirror reflection. Okay, yesterday we have discussed it in detail, complete topic, and we have calculated I is directly proportional to theta. This one is the upper view of the soft iron cylinder that is placed inside the coil to make the field. These are magnetic field. Radial means in the form of a circle, in form of a radius. Okay, rays, like rays, radial in a circular form, and radial and stronger near the coil. Dear student, there is a diagram in front of you. Always remember there are two methods commonly used for observing the angle of deflection of the coil. This arranged apparatus method is known as lamp and scale arrangement. Lamp and scale arrangement. This one is a scale. This is scale. Lamp and scale arrangement. In sensitive galvanometer, the angle of deflection is observed with the help of a small mirror. This is mirror, written as M, attached to the coil. This is attached to the coil. There is rectangular coil that is hanged with the help of a wire, spiral wire in the form of spring, and there are two connections to apply current. Lower part this one and upper part this one. Okay, that is attached to some support. A beam of light from the lamp, this one is lamp, a beam of light from the lamp is directed towards the mirror of the galvanometer, and when current passes through this wire, through this coil, after reflection from this is mirror, and you know when ray of light falls on some mirror, the phenomena of reflection takes place here. Okay, so when light from this lamp falls on this mirror, after reflecting from the mirror, it produces a support on the scale. This is translucent scale, like you can say like your scales, जिसको आप कहते हैं शीशा प्लास्टिक का स्केल बना हुआ है. Okay, so when this ray of light falls on this mirror, it reflects back and makes a spot on this translucent scale placed at a distance of 1 meter. This is important MCQ. This scale is arranged, hanged in a specific way from how much distance from this mirror? Around about 1 meter. from the galvanometer. This one is complete a galvanometer. Okay, it is a galvanometer. When the coil rotates, so when current passes through this complete arrangement, that is known as a galvanometer. So when current passes through it, it takes turn when it rotates, and spot of light along with also rotate, and its position on the rod can easily observed. So displacement in start when there is no current is passing through this galvanometer. It is known as moving coil galvanometer, as coil moved. So this one is known as moving coil galvanometer. In start, when there is no current is passing through this wire, then first of all we will check as a zero reading, reflection through reflection of light through with the help of that spot that is focused on this scale. And when current is passed through this coil, we will check the change of the position of the spot. So the displacement of the spot of light on the scale is proportional to the angle of deflection. Understand now? So we can say that theta is directly proportional to d. This angle of deflection is directly proportional to the displacement, which it will change. So we can say the you have seen galvanometers in your school laboratory in 10th class. Okay, in first year your college laboratory. In 10th class in your school laboratory, and in your first year in your college laboratory, you have seen a lot of galvanometers. But that type of galvanometer is changed from this one. Okay, this type of galvanometer, this is the arrangement of lamp and scale arrangement, and such type of a galvanometer, this one is moving coil galvanometer, and that is used in your college laboratory is known as pivoted type galvanometer. There is a specific pivot point, fixed point. So this is the type of galvanometer that is used in our school and college laboratories. Okay, this is known as pivoted type galvanometer, because in this galvanometer, in this type of galvanometer, this one is coil. Okay, pointer coil. This coil is pivoted between two springs, upper spring and lower spring. The restoring torque is provided by two hair springs, which also serve as a current lead. Current is given from with the help of these two, upper and lower. A light aluminium pointer, this line, a light aluminium pointer is attached to the coil from the central coil, which moves over a scale. This one is scale. It moves on a scale. When current is applied to these upper and lower spring, in the presence of magnetic field, this coil rotates, and its angle of rotation and its motion can be checked on this pointer on the scale, with the help of this pointer on the scale. Okay, the galvanometer can be made more sensitive. More sensitive means it gives large angle of deflection. When you have learned in last lecture, I is equal to C over BA and theta. I is directly proportional to angle of deflection, as this term is constant. So to make any galvanometer more sensitive, this constant factor should be small. And how we can make it small? By increasing the values of denominator, by increasing BAN, by increasing these values, we will make these complete factors value small. And when this value is small, the I is directly proportional to theta. In this way, the galvanometer becomes more sensitive. Understand? Again listen to me. By decreasing this factor C over BAN, how we can decrease its value? By increasing the value of denominator BAN. Okay. And another method to make the galvanometer sensitive is to increase the number of turns of the coil. There is a coil, this one. By increase the number of turns of the coil, in case of suspended coil type galvanometer, the number of turns cannot be increased beyond a limit, because it will make the coil heavy. We have discussed three things. First one, we will make the galvanometer more sensitive by decreasing the factor C over BAN small, by decreasing BAN value. Secondly, by increasing the number of turns of the coil. And third, we have discussed in such type, in case of suspended coil galvanometer, if it is suspended coil galvanometer, the number of turns cannot be increased because it will make the coil heavy. So we will now, to make the sensitivity of the galvanometer, we will increase the value of magnetic field now. Understand? So we can define, finally we can say the current sensitivity of a galvanometer as the current in microamperes required to produce 1 millimeter deflection on a scale produced 1 meter away from the mirror of the galvanometer. So this will explain the sensitivity of the galvanometer. Okay. Nowadays students, read last 2 paragraphs carefully as there are important to short question and MCQ. When current passing through the galvanometer discontinued, the coil will not come to rest as soon as the current flowing through the coil is stopped. It keeps on oscillation about its mean position, and oscillation is a process which takes place about mean position. It oscillates before coming to rest. So in the same way, if the current is established suddenly in a galvanometer, the coil will shoot beyond its final equilibrium. It goes to maximum value, reach to maximum value on either side, and it will oscillate several times before coming to rest. So it will take time, it's time consuming. And if the coil is oscillating, then you have to wait until it comes to rest, and then we will use that galvanometer. So it is time consuming method. Okay, so many artificial ways are used to bring the coil quickly at rest. So such type of galvanometer in which there is a method is used to bring the coil quickly at rest, such type of galvanometers are known as deadbeat galvanometer. Okay, deadbeat galvanometer, important short question. So now we have completed our topic, alhamdulillah. This is a long topic. Start 14.10 galvanometer. You have to learn its definition. This is important formula. After that you have to define with the help of this diagram. You have to explain, to have written this complete explanation after learning. One time write the after learning, one time do written practice of all this theory. And secondly, on other page you have discussed about 2 methods commonly used for observing the angle of diffraction: lamp and scale arrangement and PVT type galvanometer. And we have discussed about the sensitivity of galvanometer, and finally deadbeat galvanometer. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.